Mary Moon, she's a vegetarian. Mary Moon, Mary Moon, Mary Moon will outlive all the septuagenarians. Mary Moon, Mary Moon, Mary Moon, she's an intellectual. Mary Moon, Mary Moon, Mary Moon, despite that fact, she's quite sexual. Mary Moon, Mary Moon, hey! Hey!
David!
Yeah, it's David. Now, listen here. I seen you. I seen you. You've been working for 6 hours this morning, and your hand has barely left that mouse, and I'm quite concerned. David is concerned that your hand might wither away and drop off, so this is by way of saying that I think you need a new hand, and David has one that you might be interested in buying.
David, I don't need a hand transplant.
You absolutely do, and as a world-renowned surgeon and tranquil doctor with a PhD and other letters after his name, David is suggesting that he performs the surgery himself at a discount price.
No, absolutely not, David.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you and that I didn't offer. I'm also concerned that you have been printing quite a few documents and the ink situation is a sorry one. Can you please confirm that I will be able to print out 177 copies of a picture of Annie Lennox this afternoon?
No, you can't, because that will use all the ink.
You selfish little man! I've a meeting with Annie and I need to make her feel welcome, so I will be printing out 177 pictures of her, and you will go and fetch some more ink if it should run out. What have you been printing anyway? What have you got in your hand? It looks like some sort of script. Please don't tell me that you've written a script to use on David.
It's none of your business, David. Haven't you got stuff to be getting on with anyway?
I've downed tools. I've been on the brush all morning.
What do you mean?
I've been decorating the studio.
No, you haven't. I would have seen you.
You see very little, Neil, which supports my theory that you have marbles instead of eyes, so you actually haven't seen a thing. And while your back has been rudely turned all morning and your hand has been wilting, David has been applying a liberal coating of paint to the studio in readiness for a string of high-profile interviews that I'm to give over the coming weeks.
Interviews with who and for what?
Interviews for my band. Dr. Tranquil David and the PhDs. Yeah. First there's Annie Lennox, who's going to be playing trombone if she's successful in her interview. Then there's Bernie Leatherman, who's an accomplished night soilman, but I want him to beat a bucket full of waste in one of my new songs. David is a tidy man, is the title. Then there's an interview in the pipeline with Paul McCartney. He's going to be playing the comb.
Not the bass?
Why would I have Sir Paul McCartney on the bass? I've got a bass player. David has a bass player in the form of Sooty.
Sooty?
Yes! Sooty is my bass player. And so I will be auditioning for the part of the comb. Paul's in the running, as are John Landis and Richard Clayderman. Finally, and there are others, but I'm getting tired explaining myself to you, I will be interviewing Brian May, because there is a very particular role that I need filling. If he's successful, he's to be my second hurdy-gurdy player.
Well, this all sounds completely ridiculous, and you clearly haven't been doing any painting.
You know nothing, Neil, and you should keep your sticky and, quite frankly, senseless beak out of my business and keep that ink topped up if you know what's good for you.
David, you're being rude, and I've actually arranged for Sue to come and have a word with you.
Neil, I told you, Sue and I are in complete agreement over everything. We've discussed everything at length. And the majority of our discussions revolve around what on earth we should do about you. We're getting close to making a decision, and let me tell you, boy, you're going to be going away for a very long time, whatever we decide. We don't want you anywhere near the building, let alone the students. You're a liability.
You're completely deluded, David, and you've got absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
David knows exactly what he's talking about, and you should be frightened, because we're gonna come down hard on you. You need it. This has gone on for far too long now, and you're destroying the reputation not just of Tango Smart, but of the world.
The reputation of the world?
Yeah!
To who?
To the other planets, you fool! Yeah! I've been to Jupiter earlier in the week, and they are appalled at your behaviour.
Nobody lives on Jupiter.
David does. I got a holiday home there, and let me tell you, it's a densely populated planet, and everyone there is watching you closely and wants to see something done about you and your ways.
I've heard enough, David. Sue will be having a word with you about your ways.
Sue and I have words on a daily basis, Neil. There's nothing that we've to have words about, you pork medallion.
I'll see you soon, David. Stay away from our printer, please.
Go on, get out of here. I've heard enough too. I'll see you soon, you funny little man.
Shut up, David.
I won't hear of it. See you soon, you sad sack. Good grief. Yeah, told him. Mary Moon, she's an intellectual. Mary Moon, Mary Moon, Mary Moon, despite that fact, remains quite sexual. Mary Moon, hey!